Hello and welcome back. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. Number one, resulta que todo el mundo lo sabía menos yo. Típico. It turns out, it turns out, it turns out that everybody knew except me. I was the only one in the dark, to be in the dark about that question. Everybody else seemed to know. Why is it that I always learn about these things when it's too late? ¿Por qué es que siempre me entero cuando ya es tarde? Why does it always seem that I learn about things when it's too late? To learn about is enterarse de. To find out is averiguar. Voy a averiguar lo que pasa. I'm going to find out what's going on. There's a lot of noise in the studio next door. Can you hear it? Listen. You can't hear it? Okay. In the studio next door, they're recording a show, and they're making a lot of noise. I can hear it. It distracts my attention from the program. But if you can't hear it, then it's okay. Don't worry. I'll continue doing my job and trying to keep the distraction away. But if you can't hear it, it's okay. Y resulta que yo digo, voy a ir a averiguar lo que pasa. I'm going to go and find out. To find out is averiguar. To find out. Enterarse is also to find out or to learn about. You see, to find out is a proactive verb, to find out. To learn about is a passive verb. Okay? It's very similar to averiguar y enterarse. Me enteré anoche de que Juanita se había casado. Okay, eso es la información me vino a mí. I learned last night, learned, como verbo aprender. I learned that Juanita had gotten married. Wow. And now to find out is cuando voy por la información. Voy a averiguar lo que pasa ahí. Y cuando me entere, I'm going to find out what's going on over there. Okay. Y resulta que todo el mundo lo sabía menos yo. It turns out. To turn is girar. To turn. Go down the street, turn left, no left, and then walk 2 blocks, turn right, and there you'll find it, okay? No tiene pérdida. You can't miss it. Ahora, to turn tiene 1000 significados, también según la preposición que es el enganche. To turn out is resulta, resultar. Al final, resulta que todo el mundo lo sabía menos yo. In the end, it turns out that everybody knew except me. I was the only person who didn't know. Okay, number 2. Si tú no inflas el globo, yo lo inflaré. If you don't blow up the balloon, I'll blow it up. If you don't blow up the balloon, I'll blow it up. Okay. Y son varios globos. If you don't blow up the balloons, I'll blow them up. Fijaos cómo uso la U de up conectado a la M de them. I'll blow them up. Them up. Casi como the map, el mapa, the map. I'll blow them up. If you don't blow up the balloons, I'll blow them up. When was the last time you blew up a balloon? How many balloons have you blown up in your life? Do you blow up balloons every day? Okay. A balloon artist, un artista de los globos, okay. They blow up balloons every day. Okay. Have you blown up a balloon lately? How many balloons have you blown up so far this year? How many balloons have you blown up so far this year? Uso el presente perfecto porque este año, este year, this year hasn't ended yet. Sigue vigente. All right? Entonces, hasta ahora, inclusive, I haven't blown up, as far as I can remember, que yo recuerde, as far as I can, en inglés, que yo pueda recordar, as far as I can remember, I haven't blown up any balloons this year so far. Maybe I will blow up some balloons in the next few months, but I doubt it. Lo dudo. I doubt it. I haven't blown up any balloons this year, and to tell you the truth, I doubt that I will blow up any balloons this year. I simply am not a person who blows up balloons very often. Last year, I didn't blow up any balloons. Did you blow up any balloons last year? How many balloons did you blow up last year? How many balloons have you blown up this year? Did you blow them up yourself or did you use a machine? Okay, to blow up. Si no inflas el globo, lo inflaré yo. If you don't blow up the balloon, I'll blow it up. Okay. La raíz es el verbo soplar, to blow. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Dylan, Bob Dylan. The answer is blowing in the wind. Okay. The wind is blowing. Sopla el viento. ¿Cómo sopla? The wind is blowing. All right. Yes, to blow. Entonces, con preposiciones, alrededor de la idea de soplar, to blow. To blow up, literalmente soplar arriba, es inflar un globo. To blow up también es volar un puente. Si tú no vuelas el puente, yo lo volaré. If you don't blow up the bridge, I'll blow it up. Okay, so to blow up es estallar. Yes, we found a bomb. We were digging, and we found an old bomb from the Second World War. And suddenly, it blew up. It exploded, all right? To explode is estallar. But hacer explotar is to blow up, okay? Y volar un puente. Boom! To blow up the bridge. Have you ever blown up a bridge? How many bridges have you blown up in your life? I've never blown up a bridge. I've never blown up a house. I've never blown up anything except a balloon, okay, which is not the same idea. Si no vuelas el puente, lo volaré yo. If you don't blow up the bridge, I'll blow it up. Now, to blow down. To blow down. Yes. I can blow on this microphone, and it doesn't move. I can push it and make it move. I can hit the microphone, and it moves. If I hit the microphone hard enough, it will fall over. It won't fall, but it will fall over. If I hit the microphone hard enough, I can knock it over. To knock it over. To knock, of course, is llamar a la puerta. Say knock. Knock 3 times. But to knock over is tirar algo. Queriendo o sin querer. On purpose or by accident. Or accidentally. I can accidentally say, oh, I knock it over. Okay? If I put this pin here like this, perfectly, and I can't balance it. No, I can't. But I can knock it over. But I can't blow it over or blow it down. I can't blow it down. But you remember the big bad wolf? Do you remember the story of the 3 little pigs? It was a story of 3 little pigs, and they lived near each other. They lived near each other. Do you understand? They lived in general proximity, one from the other. So they lived near each other. And they had 3 separate houses. One house was made of straw, another house was made of wood, and another house was made of bricks. Okay. The house that was made of straw was the weakest. The house that was made of wood was a bit stronger than the other. And of course, the house that was made of bricks was the strongest, not the weakest, the strongest. And each pig lived in his respective house. And there was always the danger of the big bad wolf, el lobo feroz, the big bad wolf. But the little pigs were not afraid because they had houses. And they could stay in their houses and be protected from the danger of the wolf, the big bad wolf. And they had a song. They always sang a song. Who's afraid? Quien teme al lobo feroz. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf. Okay. One day, the big bad wolf decided he was hungry, okay? And so he decided to visit the house of one of the 3 little pigs, and he chose the weakest house, not the strongest house. He chose the weakest house. And he went up to the door. He walked up to the door. He went up to the door. Estoy usando 2 verbos, pero la misma preposición. Se acercó a la puerta. He walked up to the door. No se acercó corriendo. He didn't run up to the door. Okay? He walked up to the door calmly, and he knocked. Said, hello? And the little pig on the inside, who is it? ¿Quién es? Who is it? And he said, it's the wolf. It's me, c'est moi. it's soy yo, it's me, the wolf. Can you open up? ¿Me abres? Can you open up? En español diríais, ¿me abres? Sobre todo si es un amigo, ¿me abres? Ábreme. En inglés no. Decimos open up. Añadimos up después de open y eso lo hace un poco más familiar y más incluso cariñoso. Come on, open up, abre. Okay. And the little pig said, no way, Jose, para nada. De eso nada, en absoluto. No way means in absoluto, para nada. You're the big bad wolf, and I'm not going to open up for you. You'll try to eat me. And the wolf said, well, in that case, I'll blow your house down. Blow your house down. Now, this microphone, I can't blow it down because I'm not strong enough, and the microphone is too heavy, and the base of the microphone is wide, okay? It's very difficult for this microphone to fall over, and I can't blow it down, okay? So the wolf said, okay, no problem. I'll simply blow your house down. And he blew the house down. He blew the house down. And the little pig, of course, managed to escape. He managed to escape without injury. He managed to escape without injury. Logró escaparse, huir, to flee, to get away. He managed to get away. And he ran to his brother's house, who lived in a house made of wood. The wolf went there and to et cetera, et cetera. You know the story as well as I do. You know the story as well as I do. The wolf blew down, usando el pasado de blow, se pronuncia blew, rima con el color azul, like this table, blue. He blew down the second house, the house made of wood. The two brothers managed to escape without injury, and they ran to their third brother's house, whose house was made of bricks. And the wolf couldn't blow that one down. He tried to go down the chimney. He got burned, and he went back up, and he ran away. And that's my version of the story. Maybe your version is different. Okay, so inflar un globo is to blow up a balloon. Volar un puente is to blow up a bridge. Derribar, soplando, un objeto is to blow down an object, which only the big bad wolf can do. I can't do it. All right, so to blow, okay, to blow away is cuando se va volando debido al viento. Yeah, my house blew away. A tornado came, and the tornado was a category 5, which means it's very dangerous. So I got the family together and the dog, and we went down into the storm cellar. The storm cellar is el refugio antitormentas en este caso. We went down in the storm cellar, escrito cellar, con C, cellar. Suena igual que alguien que vende un producto que es a seller, okay? The owner sells his house, he's the seller. The seller and the buyer. When you put the seller and buyer together, often you have a successful transaction. If the seller has something the buyer wants, and the buyer has something the seller, and the buyer has the money to buy the object, then there's a transaction. A deal is made. A transaction is carried out. A deal is made. That's seller. Pero la misma pronunciación es para refugio. Antinuclear, o it's an atomic cellar, or in este caso a storm cellar. So I got my family together and the dog. We went down into the cellar and sat out the storm, and we waited. We heard the tornado outside. It sounded like a freight train. It sounded like a freight train. And when we finally went back up, we didn't have a house. Only the foundation. Only the foundation, los cimientos. Se dice en inglés fundación, los fundamentos, los cimientos de la casa. Only the foundation was left. The rest of the house was blown away. Okay, lo que el viento se llevó, gone with the wind. It was blown away. Okay, so to blow has many meanings. To blow out, también. Si esto fuera una vela con llama, if this were a candle with a flame, I can blow out the flame. Pero no puedo derribar la vela o el micrófono. Soplar, I can't blow down. Okay, and to blow up a balloon and to blow up a bridge. But more important than the different uses of prepositions is that you know very well it's blow, blew, blown. I blew, I didn't blow, is agilidad con la mecánica de las conjugaciones. No nos preocupemos en exceso por las preposiciones que cambian esto. Primero la mecánica pura, gramatical, de lo más básico. Okay. The next one, elige el color que más te guste. Choose the color you like the best. I don't care. You know, we have 3 colors. We have blue, white, and orange. Choose the color you like the best. If you don't like this color, choose another color. I don't care. I'm not here to give you advice on colors, but make up your mind. Make up your mind. Don't be so wishy-washy. Wishy-washy is a person who can't decide. Come on, make a decision. Make up your mind, okay? Don't dilly-dally. Come on. Do you want the book? Do you want the microphone? Or do you want the cup? Or do you want the pen? You have 4 objects to choose from. I'll give you whatever you want. If you want the book, it's yours. If you want the microphone, much to my sorrow, I will give it to you, okay? I like this microphone, and I don't want to part with it. But if you really want it, it's yours. If you want this cup that says Baugan and Vivo, it's yours. I'll give it to you. You can choose whatever object you want, and it's for you, okay? But make up your mind, and don't make me sit here waiting for you to make a decision. You need to decide, okay? Don't be like my son in the restaurants. Now, no. But when my son was a child and a teenager, when we went to a restaurant, okay, and we wanted to order, and we had the menu, se dice la carta en un restaurante is the menu. We had the menu. Me, I'm always impatient. I always said to me, I immediately knew, I want this for the first course and this for the second course. Then my wife, then my daughter. And we always left my son for last because he never made up his mind. And once the waiter had taken my order, once he had taken my wife's order, and once he had taken my daughter's order, then of course, he turned to my son. Se volvió a dirigirse a mi hijo. He turned to my son and said, and what will you have? ¿Qué tendrá usted o qué tendrás? Se dice en inglés. ¿Qué deseas? ¿Qué tomas? What will you have? Or what would you like? También nos vale. And my son was never ready because he could never make up his mind. And still to this day, he's the same on that. Let's see. I don't know. Can I have 2 more minutes, please, to make a decision? To make up your mind. Elige lo que quieras aquí. A mí me da igual. Choose whatever you want. Whatever. Whatever, porque hay 4 objetos. Si ya delimitásemos a 2, el libro o el boli, now, yo cambiaría a what, a which. Por ejemplo, I have 4 objects. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? Or do you want this? You can't make up your mind. Well, let's reduce the options. Do you want the microphone? No. Do you want the cup? No. The book? Yes. The pen? Yes. You can only choose one. Which one do you want? This one or this one? Una vez delimitado, ya es what cambia which. Oh, you want this. This is a normal pen. Why do you want this? Because you need a pen. All right. Okay, elige el que más te guste. Choose whichever one you like the best. I don't care. Déjamelo a mí. Leave it to me. I'll make the decision. If you can't make up your mind, well, then don't worry about it. I'll decide for you. Okay? You can't decide if you want this, this, or this. Well, fine. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me, or leave it up to me. Podemos insertar un up aquí. You can't make up your mind? Don't worry. I'll choose for you. Déjamelo a mí. Leave it to me. All right. I enjoy making decisions. I'm not afraid to make decisions. In fact, I'm a professor in a seminar called Decision Making Analysis. Análisis para la toma de decisiones. Okay? In which you analyze the different elements that make up the decision-making process, el proceso de la toma de decisiones. In business and in many professional activities, it's very important to make good decisions. And some types of activities lend themselves to an analytical approach to decision-making. Okay? In fact, there are some types of decisions that can be made quantitatively. Okay, and you have a quantitative decision-making process that is based on percentages or probabilities, and you make the decision. You analyze the risk, you analyze the probability of success of different options, and then you make a decision based on a quantitative analysis. It's very interesting. But the problem is most decisions don't lend themselves to a purely quantitative analysis. Most decisions, fijaos cómo lo estoy diciendo. Most decisions, dos palabras, most decisions, en español diríais probablemente en la mayoría de las decisiones no se prestan a un análisis puramente cuantitativo. La mayoría de las decisiones, y yo, most decisions. La mayoría de la gente, most people. La mayoría de los micrófonos, most microphones are different from this one. La mayoría de las tazas son de cerámica. Most cups are ceramic. Most cups. Fijaos que no estoy diciendo the most. Estoy diciendo most. La mayoría de la gente en España habla español. Most people in Spain speak Spanish. Some people speak Romanian, some people speak Catalan, some people speak Galician, some people speak Valencian, some people speak Basque, some people speak Arabic, some people speak Chinese, etc. But most people speak Spanish. Most cups are ceramic. Most pens are like this one. Most English learning material is not like this. All right, this is much better. Most. And most decisions don't lend themselves to a purely quantitative approach. Most decisions contain subjective considerations, and many decisions contain even some emotional considerations. So when you make a decision, you never feel 100% sure because you never have, first, all the information you need to make a proper decision because it's not worth it. It takes too much time to collect all the information you need. And sometimes if you have all the information, it's too much information. It's what we call information overkill, que es rematar la información. You have too much. And then you get dizzy, mareado. Too many elements of information to make a good decision. Often you have to make your decision based on information, insufficient information usually, and on experience, and on feelings, premonitions, feelings, hunches, a hunch, como la palabra almuerzo, lunch, me quitas la L y le pones una H aspirada, hunch, es una corazonada, ¿ok? Tengo una corazonada de que el próximo programa mañana va a ser muy bueno. I have a hunch, okay? And people with a lot of experience, when they make decisions, people with a lot of experience and people who are mature after a certain age, if they have to make a decision, usually their hunches, sus corazonadas, are correct because it's based on thousands of elements of information and experience from the past, okay? And I have a hunch, tengo una corazonada. I have a hunch that tomorrow's program is going to be very good, okay, very good. So, the class is over for today, but tomorrow I have a hunch nada, I'm sure Tomorrow will be a very good class. So I'll see you again. Take care.